Hey guys, John from Perfect Follow Up, and in this video, we're going to show you how to attach your first phone number to your account. So Perfect Follow Up is a SaaS solution, a software as a service. So we're going to provide you the back end phone capability for text messaging and voice. The only thing you have to do is just pick your number. So the first thing you'll notice here is we'll remind you if this is a step that you haven't yet completed. So if you see this orange yellow bar at the top, you can simply hit resolve. If that should disappear on you, you simply go down to settings at the bottom left of your screen, and then you want to select phone numbers. Now at this point, there's no phone numbers in the account. So what you want to do is select add number and then pick your area code. So let's pause here for a second, because I want you to give some thought about the area code that you're picking. And you do have the capability of locking in multiple numbers. The reason you may want to do that is you may want to have a phone number dedicated to a lead source for tracking purposes. So I'll give you an example. If you have a billboard that you're renting on the side of a main road, you really can't track eyeballs on that billboard that convert into customers unless you have some sort of way of tracking backwards. So what I mean by that is it's very easy to pick a phone number and only use that phone number on your advertisements to that billboard. Why would you want to do that? Well, when you have phone calls come in or you have people opt into your offers, you can associate the phone number that they used or the form that they used to opt in. And you can logically say, all right, well, anyone that's called me from this phone number saw my billboard to some degree of accuracy, right? They might share it with their friends or post it somewhere else. But that's just one example. And it doesn't have to be a billboard, right? This can be a landing page. This could be a website. This could be an in-print article in a magazine. But I just want to get some thoughts flowing in your mind of why you would want multiple numbers. It's very common for us when we're setting up accounts for our customers to have a phone number dedicated to Home Advisor leads versus Facebook versus somewhere else. Data is king. So what you want to start thinking about and the mentality that you want to grow is I need to gather as much data about what piece of my marketing is working and which lead sources are converting into the best amount of dollars, because eventually you'll have enough data where you'll know where your best converting traffic is coming from. All right, so just wanted to kind of get that out there because I think it's important information. But also think about this other thing. When you're running ads or offers, whatever your marketing channel may be, the phone number, you want to be localized, right? So what I mean is if you're running ads or marketing in any degree to an area code that is, say, 856 in that area, but you're using a number that is across the country. I think 856 is New Jersey, but for this example, let's say that you picked a number that was California. Well, think about this in your own life. If you receive a phone call that you're not familiar with, are you more likely to pick it up if it's a phone number area code that's familiar to you or something that's very far away from you? Okay, so make sure that you're picking an area code that makes sense for your local area. Once we have that, click search. So happens that in this account that's not available, so let's pick this one here. And we have a bunch to choose from. All right, and I usually go through this and I find one that is easy to remember, easy to read. Maybe there's some repeating digits in there, like 200, 6,700, easy to remember. So we're going to pick this number here and click save. And now we have our number. All right, so the second thing that you want to do once you have your number associated, give it a second for the back end to catch up and maybe refresh your screen. And as you can see, this is the default number because it's the only number in your account for now. And if you'd like, I often rename this so it's something friendly for me to remember. So we'll name this one Facebook Leads. But when someone calls this number right now, not much is going to happen. We have to tell the system where to forward that number to. So click on the pencil number, or the pencil rather, and we're going to forward the calls to a member of your team, your sales team, or yourself, whoever is going to pick that phone up. We can also include a whisper message where as you pick up the phone, it'll say call from source. That could be Facebook, Home Advisor, wherever the lead's coming from, or you can customize this with any message that you like. You can also record the phone call. Now, by default, there is a whisper message that just tells them that the call will be recorded for quality assurance. I'm not a lawyer, so check into the wiretapping laws in your particular state. It may be a one-party, two-party, no-party consent. So make sure that you have that in line with your local regulations. And that's it. We're going to update, and now we're done. So this phone number here is your virtual number that people will call into. And eventually when we send text messages to our leads from the system, it's going to come from this number. Now, here's the part that's most important. When we send a text message to a person through Perfect Follow-Up, they'll see this number as it coming from. If they reply, when they reply to that text message, it doesn't get forwarded to your cell phone. It's even better. Everything goes into your conversations tab. And we'll have a training video on this by itself. But just remember that phone calls that are called back will be forwarded to the number that you designate, but any emails or text messages will show up in that conversations tab. This will become much more familiar as you work within the system, but it's important to highlight that out. So that's it. So now you have a phone number that you can use in your marketing campaigns. You know, if they call it back, it's going to go forwarded to the number that you designate here. And if they were to reply back to a text message or an email, it'll go into your conversations tab.